it's spooky time. Hi, hello. By the way, I do have new tracking, even though it's not working ideally just yet, but I can finally bend my, I can finally bend my wrists. Hi, hello, and I'm sitting down, kind of. But yeah, hi, hello, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, hi, I'm FEARSONA, you can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber, here to give you croissant. Here to give you full body chills. And 1st of March, let's go. Yeah, we have she has movement. I have more movement now, like just a little bit. I still have to like fine tune it, and some of the parts are like wonky, like I don't know. Yeah, my head is like turning in a weird way, which shouldn't be happening, which is great. And oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, great. Why is that a thing? Why am I moving like that? I don't like the drift. Hey, yeah, but I really don't like the drift. I gotta work on that. I gotta like set it up a little bit better. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Wait, let me, where am I? Because I have to add like 4 plushies because of Patreon stream yesterday. Well, 3 plus 1 today. So sorry I missed your last stream on Patreon. No worries, Melissa. I must have been really busy or something. No worries. I should Tokyo drifting on us. a little bit, just a tiny bit. But yeah, like it's just kind of annoying because yeah, the drift is real. I don't know if I'm gonna have to like start spinning around, like start turning, my model or like my camera, just like turning it so that it's like focused on my face. Because my head, for some reason, like instead of like last time it was the waist, this time it's like face. For some reason, like the face is like moving, my head is moving, like drifting, just that one part, and it's kind of pissing me off, but it's okay because that's the important. Yeah, see, like I was here, my head is already kind of drifted. No, not start calibration. No. Wait, do I have to calibrate? Oh no, Scuff. Jesus. Okay. Wait, no. Okay, I have to. Jesus Christ. Okay. Shouldn't have done that. Oh my god. Okay, great. Hi. Oh my god. And I have to sit down. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, we're like no, this is so wrong. I might have to disable the. Damn it. Why is this happening? God damn. And I thought I had like really good setup. I thought, this is scuff. I really have to train it. Like, I really have to like, see? It's so much scuff. Wait, okay. Alright, I think it's just gonna be possibly just media pipe tracker, tracking. Is it, oh shit, no. Why am I doing this? Why? What's happening? Okay. This is okay. That's without. God damn. Why? Why is this happening? Why? Ground floor? No, wait. Yeah, I don't understand. Okay. We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to like, just. Okay. I think we're gonna have to like, make do without tracking today. Damn it. And I was so ready for, full body tracking, but yeah, like I thought I had it like nailed down, but apparently I don't. I have to like fine tune it. So I apologize, you guys. Like I was hoping we would have everything, but I guess not today. Not today, Satan. Wouldn't be a Sona stream without Scuff. Indeed, it wouldn't be a Sona stream without Scuff. This is like, Scuff is an integral part of my stream, so I'm just gonna like turn off the, you know, don't want to waste battery on these. How can a manga be so cursed that makes the author quit? The thought of it shackles the mind. You have no idea. So we are talking about a manga so cursed that the author had to quit. He had to quit and stop creating the manga, the set manga. So we're gonna be talking about that today. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's get right into it. So there are many bizarre and pretty unsettling horror mangas out there, wildly popular, you know, Junji Ito, the likes, but they definitely leave you with a spine chill or two, right? But what if I told you that there's this horror manga so unsettling that the creator himself began to feel its effects of the page in the real world? And I mean like real life experiences, health declining, and very serious health conditions. So he had to ultimately quit his career to stay alive. Okay, so PTSD Radio, written and illustrated by Japanese horror artist Masaaki Nakayama, debuted in 2010 as a sort of anthology of grotesque, psychological horror. And each chapter was ominously kind of named after a radio frequency. And each chapter seemed to tune into a different kind of fear, you know, turning ordinary objects and regular moments into something deeply, deeply unsettling. But here's where things get weird. Also, I don't know what's happening. Like I'm so sorry. My Stream Deck isn't working. Everything is like stupid today. I don't understand. I don't get it. I absolutely do not get it. My Stream Deck is like not working properly. Nothing is working properly. Okay, so here's where things get pretty insane or pretty bizarre. So as Nakayama and his team worked on the series, they actually moved into this new rental workspace. And then one day, inside of the building, oh my god, why is it not working? Yes. So they move into a new workspace, and then one day, you know, as they are exploring the building, one day inside of the building, they found a broken shrine, which is an object in Japanese culture that's more than just wood and stone, you know. It's something to bless the house, or it's something to bless the people in the house or in the building. Generally speaking, you know, it should be a positive thing that you place inside of the building or outside. You know, it's kind of all about blessings, right? Also, croissant, wait. Croissant. Belated, but croissant. I don't know why my but Bacon says scuff has got to be because the curse of the manga. I don't know. YouTube doesn't want me to talk about this manga. I think that's the thing. I've been encountering so many technical issues before this stream. Like technical issues, mind you, technical issues. I got sick, as in like I caught a bug, like I've been nauseous, and then like I also caught a cold. So my nose is congested, my throat is kind of like, my voice, I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is a little bit different today because my throat is just not great. Like it hurts so much. I'm sure this is all in your head. I don't know. I've been having so many issues before going live with this case that I'm starting, now that I wonder about it, now that I think about it, like I start to wonder if I should be even talking about this, because yeah, like that's life for you. I mean, I guess, but it's so coincidental. It's just so it just so happens that when I wanted to talk about this, and I was like, and this stream was planned, mind you, for what, Friday evening or no, Friday evening. Yeah, I was supposed to talk about it on Friday or Thursday evening, Friday evening, but then it didn't work out because something came up, like like Kuma was having problems, I was having problems. Oh, your voice is different? I just thought you were trying to seduce us. No, my voice is different because my throat is fucking sick. Overridden with cold and virus. Watch the stream suddenly drop. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if suddenly like OBS crashed. Yeah, like my Stream Deck is crashing. Like I can't even like do anything on Stream Deck because it's like, yeah, it's acting so stupid. It's acting so stupid right now. Like you can't even imagine. Like it's so delayed. Like I can't even turn on my my slides, nothing. It's super bizarre. Yeah, like I was trying to talk about it earlier, and the cars also Quacksong, but I want to why? See, I can't even zoom into myself. Like I can't even zoom into that. Yeah, like I can kind of, but it's gonna be like so late. So I don't even know. I mean, I did get some lag a bit before. I think it was on my end though. Yeah, I think this is a sign. Boss Muffin said, I think that was a sign, Sona. I think this is a sign for me to not talk about this. Okay, let's go back to the case. So, as I said, they were exploring the building, you know, the new office, the new studio that they were going to work in. And then they found this like abandoned, broken shrine inside of the building. And they kind of left it there because they're just like, okay, we don't really use this space. We don't really use this room or the attic or something. And they were just like, okay, fine. Let's just leave it here. We don't have to clean it up just yet. And I gotta say, that was a huge mistake on their part. Not to clean it up, not to fix it. Also, Joshua, thank you so much. Demons be gone. Demons be gone. Why? Why is my Steam... Oh my god. This is so stupid. Wait. Okay, this is so stupid. Like, I want my Stream Deck to work. Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe not. So they made the mistake of not cleaning it up, not putting it in order, or doing something about it, like calling someone, some kind of expert, I don't know, monk, someone who knows about these things, knows about shrines, like what to do if they see a broken shrine, like what in their building, like what to do in that situation. They didn't. And soon after, the studio started behaving like something out of a nightmare. And when I say a nightmare, I mean a nightmare. Like, it was pretty haunting because there were unexplained scratching noises, lights flickering themselves on and off. There were shadows that the assistants, the employees would see kind of in the corner of their eye that shouldn't be there. And then as the assistants, like one by one, they started falling ill. They started seeing more things around the building. And people started quitting. You know, people walked out because they were scared. And the sense that something was watching only grew. And then Nakayama himself, so the author himself, began to suffer and eventually made a chilling choice that he would no longer continue PTSD Radio, because this was supposedly like what he thought was the source of his illness and his assistants quitting. So officially, the series was put on, let's say, an unofficial hiatus. That was the like official version, you know, like, oh, okay, the series is going to like have a hiatus with no chapters published since 2018. So it's been quite some time. It's been quite some time since the PTSD Radio was updated or it had new chapters. And Darren says, honestly, it sounds like a burnout with extra steps. Possibly. I mean, yeah, like if you think about it like the rational way, yeah, you would jump to immediately. You would jump to like, okay, this is just burnout. You know, this is just burnout. It's fine, nothing else. But more weird things started happening. So among fans and online lore hunters, the narrative has taken on a life of its own, some whispering that the manga itself is cursed, that the line between fiction and something far darker is somehow thinner than we would like to believe. So grab your headphones, get a hot beverage, check your surroundings, and let's dial into a story about a horror that went beyond the page and into the very life of its own creator. So PTSD Radio. Now, depending on who you ask about this manga, the reason behind PTSD Radio's hiatus or halt differ wildly. Like I'm gonna be realistic, you know, like yes, we will talk about the curse part, but we're also going to kind of debunk some stuff, right? Like, or clarify some stuff that maybe weren't debunked in like YouTube shorts or like other YouTube videos that focus on the curse part. Okay, so some horror blogs and fans online treat it like a real curse. You know, they said that Nakayama and his assistants found this broken shrine, these like objects in their rented studio space, and then the place allegedly started reacting like a haunted house. You know, they included it in the manga. There were like scratching noises in the walls and ceiling, lights flickering. Then there was like a smell of raw sewage that came and went with no explanation. And then they were seeing like some shadowy figures that, you know, like, yeah, several team members reported seeing. And the author is in cahoots with the demons. Oh, yeah. I mean, perhaps that's one of the theories. And also, I am going to sneeze. Oh my God. Why? Jesus Christ, why? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Also, why am I looking around like a madman? Jesus Christ, why? All right. See, I don't even know what's happening. Like yeah, my camera, like my eyes, I'm looking ahead of I'm looking at my character and my eyes are like traveling all over the place. I don't even fucking know. Okay. Don't know what's happening. Bless you. Thank you. Blessings to all. Blessings for all. Bless you, Sona. Thank you so much. Okay, wait. Quaxo. We're gonna add 12 plushies today. Jesus Christ. Okay, so back to the case. Also, welcome, Sniper. Back to the case. So yes, they were having all those issues. So, you know, like scratching noises from the ceiling, from the walls, lights flickering. Yeah, like unexplained sewage smell that just came and went. Right, like with no explanation, just random. Like usually, if you have bad sewage system, it would be it would be consistent. Like either you smell it or you don't smell it, or you know the scent or not scent, the smell, the odor is there or it's not there. And in this case, it was like coming and going in like random moments. Okay, so creepy stuff, but let's keep it a little bit more grounded, because things take a very, very serious medical turn that makes this story feel like a thriller crossed with body horror. Okay, so what happened was Nakayama reportedly developed a rare condition called idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura, ITP. I have no idea how to read it, so I apologize if I mispronounced it completely, because I probably did. But during this period, he developed this very rare serious condition called ITP. And this is a disorder where your body literally fights its own platelets, leaving you unable to clot blood properly. So what happened was, accounts from horror sites claim that the symptoms mirrored scenes in PTSD Radio itself. Nakayama was bleeding, bruising, and he was having extreme physical distress that in, the narrative making the rounds online made him feel trapped in his own horror universe. And there are scenes in the manga where, like the character bleeds from his eyes and nose, and that's what happened to Nakayama too. And if that weren't enough, there are like whispered stories about a subsequent episode. There was this episode in Nakayama's life at the time where half his face swelled and his body temperature dropped dramatically, which was a second strike that sealed the deal for many fans who believed that he had brushed up against something far darker than just creating a manga. So when Nakayama went to see a doctor, the physician, right, like the doctor, like he was immediately alarmed, like he was concerned and told Nakayama that he needs to be admitted to the hospital because his life was in real danger. He was just like, what are you doing? Like this has gotten serious in such a short time. Like you should be admitted to hospital. We have to help you. You're gonna die otherwise. And like it was, oh fuck, that is so scary. Yeah, like he, reportedly that's what the doctor told him, like, hey, your body is swelling, you're bleeding, you can't clot blood, like it's gonna kill you, so you have to be admitted. So what is so strange is that in PTSD Radio, as I mentioned, there is an episode that pretty much depicts a very similar scenario. So a character like vomiting blood, bleeding from different orifices in his body, and demons pretty much like as blood, demons emerge from it. That kind of thing, like the character is like vomiting blood, and then demons emerge from, yes, those are hands, because it's like kind of demonic hands like emerging from the blood. So here's the kicker, because you guys are probably wondering, like, is this real? Like, it's so strange. Like it has to be a curse. Like it has to be something supernatural, right? So there's a very different and way less cursed explanation too. So we're gonna go through some things that I would like to debunk slightly. So some deep dives into the publishing side of things suggest that PTSD Radio wasn't actually cancelled because of ghosts or curses at all. It was simply that the magazine that was publishing it ran, it just ended its publication. So ran its course, ended its publication. With the original serial venue gone, the series naturally paused, and there was no official continuation that was announced later. Plus, Nakayama himself has continued. He actually didn't really stop completely. He did continue to create other works, like his long-running horror series Fuan no Tane, which is it can be translated as the grain, or the grain of unrest, sort of, or a grain of unrest. Like Fuan is unrest, or unsettling feeling, and then Tane is kind of like a grain. So which suggests like he didn't retire from horror genre entirely. And Darren says, has he tried doing the manga somewhere else? No. So he actually did say that, well, at one point he did mention that he had to stop telling the story of PTSD Radio. Like he couldn't even tell the story of, like, he doesn't really talk about it, because he's like, whenever I tell someone this story, they start seeing things, they start experiencing things on their own as well. And unease-ish, like unease, the grain of unease or something. Okay, so what do we make of all the strange happenings? There are a couple of things that are clear. The horror mythos around PTSD Radio thrives online because it feels like something out of a creepypasta. Like the artwork is pretty fucking disturbing. It's pretty amazing. I really love the style, but at the same time, looking at it, it's not great. As in, like, it really gives you this unease like this uneasy feeling or unsettled feeling, right? And, you know, the manga feeds itself as fans retell the stories, the episodes and threads, blogs, and spooky YouTube recaps. And they talk about the curse itself, right? Because I think that's because of the manga, like how the manga is and what supposedly happened behind the scenes, like obviously it just built up on the lore. So the series did end up on an indefinite hiatus in 2018 after 6 volumes were released internationally, and fans have mixed memories of whether a volume 7 will ever surface, will ever be published, if it was like ever mentioned. And real or otherwise, the tales of weird events in the studio have become part of the legend of the manga itself. As I said, like it kind of built up on the manga's lore more, right? Like because the manga is also, it's not like a cutesy manga, it's a horror manga, horror genre. Yeah, like the supposed things that were happening behind the scenes definitely helped its overall like mythos, lore, you know, like it just made it like all the more interesting. Weird shit is happening in this building. Okay, logical, you move to a different building. Yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, it was also a matter of cost. They were just like, okay, well, you know, we have to stay here. We also rented it for a period of time. There's a contract, you know, there was money paid. Maybe they didn't have money to move to a new location and pay the deposit again. But at the same time, his employees were quitting left and right. So that was not great. I'm sorry for like sniffling, but my but my nose is congested. So yeah. Momo, manga for real, yeah. Where are his teeth? I'm missing in action. I mean, talking about PTSD long enough can make you get PTSD. Also, Dino Alex, hello. Okay, so the official record, the horror anthology ran from 2010 to 2018. And it was published in this magazine, Kodansha Nemesis, which is Kodansha is the publishing company, but then the magazine was Kodansha Nemesis, and the magazine ceased operations in 2018, and since then there have been no new chapters or no formal announcement of a return. So now let's talk about when rumors became legend. So different corners of the internet tell slightly different versions of the story, and none of them are shy about it in dramatic horror story terms. So one version says that Nakayama's creative workspace, as I said, was haunted by strange occurrences, the shadows, lights, odors, phenomena his assistant supposedly experienced alongside him. And this is kind of a screen cap from the manga. Another narrative leans into the spiritual angle. So yes, like they found this broken shrine when they moved in, and ever since then, it somehow opened a doorway to forces they weren't meant to mess with. And then the most dramatic twist, you know, circulated on horror forums and retold like a creepypasta, is that the events in the workplace mirrored scenes in the manga itself, right? So almost as if the fiction and reality were bleeding into one another. And also, I would just like to say, Quackson. Well, it was Quackson, but it disappeared just a moment ago. So Bacon says, wait, please tell me Nakayama sensei got better from his illness. I have some issues when it comes to people not having their blood clot. Yeah, he was okay. Like he did recover. The moment he stopped, interestingly enough, the moment he stopped creating PTSD Radio, he got better. I mean, you know, you can come up with your own theory about that. So honestly, it does read like kind of behind the scenes story that would make a perfect segment on a late night horror podcast, because it is, except for one thing. So this is the part where I'm kind of doubting or debunking it. So one thing is strange. There's no solid proof of any supernatural forces being involved, like none. So let's untangle the facts, right? Like from the lore from the internet. So here's where things get kind of interesting and a bit more grounded. So Nakayama did actually develop serious illness, you know, the ITP, during the production period, and some of the symptoms he experienced were definitely similar, or like strangely similar to the chapters in the manga, but correlating that with a haunting isn't really backed by statements from him, just kind of internet retellings. So he continues to create other manga. As I said, like, he didn't actually quit his career, he just quit PTSD Radio. So he didn't retire. That kind of undercuts the curse made him quit everything angle, right? And some fans point out to the more mundane, reality that PTSD Radio was contracted under this magazine that just ran its course, right? Like the magazine ended, and so did PTSD Radio. But here's another wild part, not another wild part, more like another part that kind of debunks the whole thing. So the author himself has never publicly said that the manga was cursed or haunted him. What's out there is mostly kind of second-hand retelling, message board rumors, and just retellings that get shared around Halloween or shared around forums, and like people just kind of like to I don't know how do I say it? Like, people just like to add stuff to the story. So yeah, so I did dig, because I wanted to see like, okay, what is the truth, right? Like, are there any actual quotes from the author or interviews that kind of, help legitimize the story? So I dug, and here's the tricky part. There aren't clean on-record interviews from Masaaki Nakayama or his assistants explicitly saying, yes, ghosts chased us out in any mainstream source. So there are rumors on the internet, but there aren't really direct quotes from them. There are documented quotes and panels from the manga, from the PTSD Radio, where Nakayama himself, he kind of depicts himself as the character in the manga, and he depicts the strange events. And then in his own words, there's like quotes in the manga that kind of relate to this real life story. So the lines aren't from the interviews, they are from the scenes Nakayama drew in the manga itself to describe what he experienced supposedly during the production period, and that counts as supposedly like direct author testimony inside of his own work. So there's this one quote that said, black gelatinous blood blisters formed all over my lips, tongue, and gums and wouldn't stop bleeding. And then another quote was, on top of that, my body was covered in hematomas, so clotted blood spots, right? So the bruises. So those are quotes from the manga, right? Darren says, I kind of heard of things similar known as medical school syndrome, aka sleep-deprived medical student would develop illness they studied. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe, like, as you guys said before, someone said in the chat before, like, maybe it was burnout, maybe he overworked himself and he kind of developed pretty bad condition, pretty bad health from overworking himself on this project. Kind of sounds like where life insire's art situation, I'm sorry, maybe I don't know that. Kind of and there, oh yeah, okay, Shy, thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, as I said, those are not really quotes from interviews with Nakayama or interviews with his assistants. It's more like quotes in the manga itself that he put there. So we can kind of treat it as his words, but it wasn't really his words. And according to TV Tropes, which summarizes the bonus chapter and author, it's because those quotes came from the bonus chapters of the manga. And then TV Tropes summarizes the bonus chapters and author comments in context. Nakayama himself acknowledges the strange experiences in the manga and even hints at, hesitation to fully retell them. So he actually did say, like, kind of in the manga, he does say that the strange happenings took place in their rented office building and connected he believes that it was connected to the broken shrine. But he states he isn't including the whole story because every time he told the full version in real life, someone would get sick or have an accident afterward, like after hearing about the story. Also, Undead, hi, hello, Sona and Angry Mob. I just got back from my niece's birthday and my young cat managed to run outside and I spent around 5 minutes chasing him. Unfortunate. Well, at least the cat didn't get cursed by PTSD Radio. Okay, so I dug even deeper because I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just, maybe it's just about the source, maybe I was looking into English sources. Maybe I was just looking into international sources that don't really translate every single, Japanese article very well. So I went digging specifically for Japanese language sources, the original stuff that might have quotes from, Masaaki Nakayama himself or anyone directly involved in PTSD Radio's alleged hunting or hiatus. But so this is where it gets kind of disappointing. So there's no verified Japanese interviews or statements aside from the manga where Nakayama included those extra chapters. And at least not in any, searchable news articles, magazine interviews, or author statement online. Oh, also, Kumo is, of course, barking right now because he wants to be a part of this. I think he's like, shut up, don't say nothing, don't tell everyone this story. They're gonna get cursed too. You guys, if I get cursed because I'm talking about this, you guys get cursed too. You guys get cursed together with me. So yeah, Kumo is alive. Kumo is alive and well. He's just calling for attention, as always. So no evidence that an editor went missing outside of the manga saying it happened. No evidence that the curse was there. Like no evidence that it was really a curse, like in interviews, in official interviews. It's more like, oh, he added those extra chapters where he talks about the curse and what happened and says that whenever he tells the story, like that's why he goes on hiatus, because whenever he retells the story, someone gets hurt. So yeah, I went digging and there were no Japanese language, like Japanese news articles, magazine interviews, or author statement online. So Japanese news outlets and official manga databases list PTSD Radio simply as a horror anthology manga by Nakayama without any public interviews, any public statements where he or staff explicitly discuss a haunting or paranormal experience. So the series is mentioned primarily as a title and part of his body of work, it's just kind of underwhelming. So I wasn't able to find Japanese press interviews from sources like Comic Natalie, Asahi Shimbun, Mantan Web, or Natalie.mu. I guess those are the biggest kind of news sources about manga, or about manga and manga artists. So yeah, there was nothing where he talks about spooky events tied to his workplace or assistants quitting. And that means if such quotes exist, they aren't really archived publicly in mainstream Japanese media, because I didn't find it. Maybe I'm just not skilled enough, right? Everything pretty much comes from forums and rumor websites. And that's pretty much the only thing that we know about it, right? Like, all those things, all those information kind of comes from forums, and sort of it's people's interpretation of the extra chapters of PTSD Radio, right? Frustratingly dry, but when we all want, all we want is the creepy stuff, right? I was hoping that I would actually find an interview with him and an actual statement where he says, yeah, this happened, this is why the manga went on hiatus, or this is why I canceled the manga. It doesn't actually happen, right? He just says, the manga just went on hiatus, and he just kind of added the extra chapters where you can interpret however you like. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, this is the end of the case. I'm sorry. I know that the story is not that long. It's kind of underwhelming. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was wildly interesting. I really wanted to talk about it. But for the last, few days, I have not been super well, which I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's somewhat connected to the manga, the fact that I was trying to cover this case, cover this story. Did I get sick because of the cursed manga? I didn't even read the manga. I saw some panels. I did see some pages. I just kind of skimmed through it, obviously in search for screenshots and the right scenes. Jesus. But otherwise, I don't know, I've been encountering a lot of technical difficulties. I've been encountering a lot of health issues lately. So there's that. So there's definitely that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Definitely interesting and very spooky. Plot twist. So Kuroi says, plot twist. People who tried to report this have been cursed and were unable to publish anything. I mean, possibly. Well, I mean, you've seen what happened to me my last week or this week, right? I've been trying to talk about it since Thursday, and I had to reschedule the stream because it was something always came up. So who knows? In the meantime, I do have some updates on the upcoming streams, upcoming week, what's gonna happen. I think this upcoming week, I'm gonna just have 2 streams, so on Patreon and on YouTube. So one on Patreon, one on YouTube, because of my health. I just have to recover from the stupid cold, and I have to set up the trackers and make sure that there's no drift, and I can actually use them. Thanks for risking being cursed to bringing us this case, Sona. You're welcome. You're welcome. Always. As always, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I get so many curses. I think by now, all those cases that I covered, all those stories that I covered, I have so many things, curses lined up to take. I think this curse is pushed to the back seat a little bit. I'm pretty sure Sona has been cursed many times. Yeah, right? Because I've talked about so many cursed things on the internet. So yeah, I think this one has to take a number. She keeps curses like she keeps shoes. Hey. Okay, so what happens this upcoming week? And I'm so not used to this tracking, the webcam tracking, but whatever. I'm always cursed. What's one more? Indeed, what is one more curse? Okay, croissant. Okay, so what is gonna happen this upcoming week? I'm gonna have 2 streams. I'll try to publish maybe some YouTube shorts instead, in the meantime, because I'm working on art commissions, and I would also like to start my art account. So there's that. I would like to start streaming my commissions and just art stuff, but at first I have to finish a character or chibi or something like that to kind of go with it. Yeah, I wanted to stream as a separate my art VTuber persona. So there's that. If you don't know, I do have an art account, and that's separate from this one. It's DN Arinoe on Twitter, on X, and on Twitch. So we're gonna, if anything, I'm gonna be streaming either on Twitch or YouTube. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Also, Jose, thank you so much for this. But look on the bright side. When they work properly, you'll be able to do the Macarena. I mean, I'm able to do it. It's just when I sit down, I do have a drift issue. So there's that. Ooh, ASMR Sona drawing stream. Hey. But yeah, I've been working on a lot of commissions lately, just art stuff. So I would like to maybe open a new channel and just do more of that. What else? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some YouTube shorts. I'm gonna have some 2 streams next week. So Patreon, YouTube, stream. I'm so sorry. Probably. No hangout this month. I'm so sorry. February no hangout. I apologize that there wasn't any hangout I wanted to, but things happened, and it was kind of it was kind of too much, and with my health being the way it is, it wasn't great. But this month I'm gonna try my best. Like this month March, we will have a spooky hangout for sure, like towards the end of the month, or like half of mid of the month. But I'll try my best, and we can hang out, we can talk about something spooky. In the meantime, what else is going on in the world? Oh yeah, the World War III possibly starting. You guys know about this, US and Israel, launched a military operation on Iran. I hope that everyone is safe, civilians are safe, like regardless from which side, but civilians are safe. It's kind of just getting out of control, right? Like other countries are being bombed too, like in the Middle East. I've been kind of following that, so there's a lot of that. These little sonas are adorable. Hey. But yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm kind of like keeping an eye out. What else? Oh yeah, we did talk about in Patreon stream. We actually talked about the huge update in the case of this famous singer, or relatively famous singer, David. I don't know if you if you know David, but it's I think it's the guy behind the song, like, I don't care how long it takes, right? Like that's the song. So he is currently a murder suspect. So he's the suspect in the recent murder case of a 14-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who was hanging out with him for quite some time before her death. Her body was found dismembered in the trunk of his Tesla, which, by the way, was abandoned in a pretty much like he was towed in Hollywood, somewhere in Hollywood. So this was 5 months ago. I did talk about it 5 months ago, and I did say I feel like he's guilty. Why are they not investigating properly? Lo and behold, we are 5 months into this case, and now he is announced as the main suspect. He's gonna be charged and at least investigated. Like they're seriously pursuing this, so they are investigating him as the murder suspect. So yeah, we might find out. We did talk about it on Patreon, kind of in depth. We looked at articles and recent updates. We did listen to watched a video from Law and Crime, kind of diving into this, and it was very suspicious. I said it before. Like, I think he's suspicious. I think he should be looked into. Not to mention, he probably had help from his streamer buddy Neo Langston. So that's a streamer, and he was called in for questioning, but he kind of bounced to a different state, and he was arrested for not showing up. So sus on sus. And also Caesar, hello. Hi Sona, any chance you playing Resident Evil Requiem? I never know how to pronounce it on stream. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. I'll think about it. Oh yeah, because there's like Sexy Leon. I would play. I would play just to see Sexy Leon. Not that it matters. Oh my god. Main Requiem. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Also my brain with with cold. But I would only play it for Sexy Leon. Apparently there's like a shirtless Leon scene. I would do it. I'm scared of horror games, but I would do it. I almost forgot you're a fanboy of Leon. I am a fanboy of Leon. Sounds fair, just finishing it now. Hey, oh no, son, I heard sexy man. Hey, Sexy Leon. It's not Leon for me, it's Sexy Leon. Okay. Hey, they did a good job. Listen, that's not my fault. It's the game dev's fault. They did a good job with that. I approve. Okay, you guys, let's add some plushies. Let's add some of the plushies because we have quite a few to add. Today we have well, this month. Oh no, wait, I was supposed to. Okay, I'm not gonna reset it yet, but we're gonna add it in this stream and then we're gonna reset. But we are adding cows, crocs, horses, bears, and quaxons. So we're gonna add some quaxons to the mix. We have to add. How many do we have to add? We have to add 14. Holy shit. Holy shit. So many croissants. Okay, let me add some croissants. 1. And some crocs. Into. Because, yeah. I have to add so many of them. Jesus. Let's... I'm so sorry for, you know, the sounds that I make. My nose is like just leaking constantly. Okay, 3, 4. Is it? I think it was 4. We still have 10 to add. You know what? Like, I'm gonna just add croissants. Okay, 5. In 6. Another. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a bunch of croissants. 7. I want just a bunch of croissants. 8. In 9. Wait. Wow. Oh, 9. In 10. Yeah, there's gonna be like so many croissants. And 11. Oh, I'll just add it here. Oh. And 11. Jesus Christ, why? Do I have another one? Do I have another croissant on my face? No, I don't have it. It's fine. Actually, make that another. Holy shit. Wait, croissant. How many did I add? Guys, how many did we stop at? No, I don't know. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 11. Okay, yeah. 12. 3, 13. No, it was 11. 14. 15 and 16. Okay, we have 16. Yeah, I've added 16. Well, I mean croissants and animals. Here are the animals in their natural habitat, feeding on their natural, you know, natural food. Croissants. Croissant. Can I have a croissant? More? No. Why? Okay. I'm adding it. Okay, 17. We have 17 croissant. Wait. Okay. We have 17 croissant. Nice. Let's just continue this energy. Let's just continue with the croissant. But yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for today. Sona, there just isn't enough. God damn it. Okay, fine. Jesus. Oh my god. Double croissant. Okay. More croissant. 1 and 2. Okay. Nice. Bullseye. It is a new month, but I've decided, like, okay, this time, this stream, because this stream was supposed to still be in you know, in February, so just it's fine. We're gonna reset it next stream. Are you gonna finish that croissant? We're gonna finish that croissant. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're good. So I added. Okay, another. Yeah. It's good. That's fine. But yeah, you know, it's February 29th. No, it's just that this stream was supposed to be on Thursday. Hey, croissant. Milkshake. No. Wait, do I have a milkshake? I don't think there's a milkshake here. Milk. Oh no, that's a big Mothman. Wait, milk. Microphone. No. Sorry, I don't have watermelon. Wait. Do I have milk? Maki? No, not really. Croissant. Where's the croissant? Okay, no, I have to like. Ay! Guys. Wait, oh, okay. Another croissant. Alright, here you go. Does that milkshake? No, like I'm sorry, I don't have a milkshake. I guess there's no milkshake. I have to find maybe a carton of milk or something. Okay, my voice is dying, so I have to go. You guys, thank you so very much for showing up to the stream. I know I haven't been very, very active. Like, I've been trying to stream more, but things were happening, and yeah, now my health is not great. And I've been working on the art stuff a lot these days. But I will be back next week, well, this week, I guess this upcoming week, with a stream with a case on Patreon and a case here on YouTube, so you guys can look forward to that. It's probably gonna be like Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. So I'll be back on the weekend, and in the meantime I might post something, obviously, like on Twitter here and there. I might just rage on Twitter, because lately it's just been ridiculous. Anyway, thank you so much, every single one of you. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Jesus, thanks. Bury your hexes. Until the next time. Bye.